Hey everyone, and welcome to part 7 of Pokemon Storm Silver.
Yeah, so after the disaster, which was almost last episode, I actually went to therapy when I beat Whitney because of her Wigglytuff.
Yeah, no one cares, Barry. So anyway, remember to like and subscribe, everyone. And as you can see, we're back in Azalea Town because we're here to catch Spiritomb.
Yeah, 2 episodes ago, we got given the odd keystone from Cynthia, and all of you viewers said you wanted me to use it because I apparently need all the help I can get. And the next gym leader is Morty as well, who uses ghost types. So this Pokemon should be very helpful.
And sadly, I missed Whitney's battle because Jizzy Joe Biden took over my brain. But I must say, I'm super surprised to have found out that you beat Whitney without losing a single Pokemon.
And of course, this Spiritomb is a female Obama. I mean, if we had this thing during Whitney's battle, we probably wouldn't have had to make a whole episode out of just battling her. We could have been in Ecruteak City by now, or something, OMG.
Yeah, in hindsight, you're probably right about that, Donald. But anyway, what's done is done, and we're going to catch it now because this thing will be way more useful for battling Morty.
Spiritomb has always been an interesting Pokemon for sure, with its odd typing. But anyway, that leads me on to the question for this video, which is, what ghost-type Pokemon do you think is the best, and why? This could be in the lore as well as in the competitive battle scene.
In the lore, the best ghost-type Pokemon is Giratina or Arceus, with a spooky plate, in my opinion. But in the competitive scene, I honestly have no idea, since we don't play that as much.
And boom! Your boy caught Spiritomb with a fastball of all things on my first try too, boys. I bet you're both super impressed by that, aren't you?
I mean, yeah, sure, whatever, bro. It's not that big of a deal, but whatever makes you happy, I guess. Anyway, with this guy on our team, we need to make our way back to Goldenrod and head north towards Ecruteak.
And damn, he named it after your wife, Jo. I hope you don't mind, Elmal. But anyway, one thing we forgot to mention is that our egg hatched into that stupid Togepi, and we named him Eggy.
I think Donald.exe just stopped running halfway through that sentence there. But anyway, I cut us back to Goldenrod City, where I picked up another member for our team from the Pokemon Center.
I see, so you decided to pick Turtwig Berry and you named it Oscar, even though it's a female. You're a strange one for sure. But anyway, we now have a few routes to get through before we reach the next city. So let's get moving.
Yeah, I also trained Togepi up to level 25 off screen because it was level 1 when we hatched. And there's no way it would survive any battles at that level, especially against Morty. And right now it just has a shit move pool too.
Right, cool story, bro, but we have a double battle to deal with now, and these two are those rich people we sometimes encounter, which means if we beat them, we'll get a shit ton of money.
Only one of them is Rich Donald. The other fellow is just a stupid bird trainer person. But still, we should get a decent amount from this, which we can use to stock up on hyper potions before the next gym battle.
Well, I am pretty sure since we've beaten 3 gym leaders now, we're going to be able to unlock more stuff from the Pokemart. I need as many hyper potions as possible, to be honest.
Yeah, well, personally, I feel the only thing we really need is more full restores, but I don't think we'll be able to buy those for a while unless the item unlocks have all changed too.
Oh, and here's another hoot causing us more problems. I love how in this series, the most forgetful Pokemon are the ones causing us the most issues. Like that Wigglytuff was just an absolute pain in the ass.
Damn, these guys had a combustion, which was pretty cool to see. Maybe we'll be able to find one of those for ourselves at some point in the game. I mean, every Pokemon is available, so using one would be pretty cool.
It won't Berry because what we really need is Swampert. I mean, that's the only Pokemon I care about, other than any legendaries we find, which would be a bonus.
I mean, we're definitely not going to be using legendaries in this series, Joe. Maybe for fun at the end, if we beat the Nuzlocke. We can come back and challenge Whitney to a battle and crush her bullshit Wigglytuff with Ho-Oh or something. Lemao!
Hey, I like that idea, Donald, but we only get to do it if I can beat this game as a Nuzlocke. I mean, so far it's been going well. Bugsy gave us the most problems, which I didn't expect, but that only means I'm going to have to be more cautious as we keep battling.
And we only got like $3,800 from that battle, which is like 2 hyper potions or something. Bit stingy if you ask me, but anyway, check it out. It's Cameron the photographer.
Yeah, Cameron is great actually. And I just noticed when Spiritomb walks with us, it looks stoned as hell. Maybe it's getting high off all those spirit fumes or something.
I don't think that's how that works. But anyway, we're slowly making our way towards the national park, but I'm trying my best to skip these battles because I don't want our Pokemon to be too high-leveled.
Yeah, fine by me, Obama. Whitney has been dealt with now, so I can't expect any of the other Pokemon gym leader battles to really give us a challenge. I mean, there's absolutely no way trainers like this punk will make life difficult for us, so yeah, it's going to be smooth sailing.
This is Joe Biden from the Edit in the Future, breaking the fourth wall. I just want you all to remember what Donald just said. So stick around for the whole video, as you're all in for a surprise.
Oh, I agree with you completely, Donald. I mean, how do these peasant trainers think they can beat me with shit like this? Lanoon, I mean, seriously, I've so got this entire game in the bag now, I think.
The confidence is erupting off you like fucking Mount Vesuvius, Obama, and I'm all for it. Let's go, my brother from another mother, and take on every trainer and win this Nuzlocke, and show the naysayers that you are indeed the GOAT.
What in the actual hell is going on right now? I go away for a few seconds and come back to find you two being bosom buddies again or something.
What do you mean again? Obama and myself were always tight in this playthroughs, and he's just had a bad luck streak, which I want to snap him out of. And he beat Whitney, so I just can't see how this can go downhill from now.
Thank you, my brother from another mother, Donald. At least one of you has had a change of heart for me, and now I have to prove to Joe that I am, in fact, the GOAT.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that, Barry. Anyway, nothing of interest was happening in the national park today. Usually there's a bug catching contest there on certain days of the week, but we can always come back later if you want to do that.
The bug catching tournament was always great to do, Joe, so yeah, I'm down for that. Anyway, this trainer has a bunch of psychic types, so our Spiritomb here will definitely gain lots of experience.
I mean, you two can do that bug catching tournament if you like, but I really can't be asked to do it. We won't even use the Pokemon we find there, so what's even the point?
You don't need to be such a buzzkill. You know, Barry, I mean, seriously, Joe and I can do it then if we have time. But for now, beat this kid, and then we have to make our way to Ekrutik, where Morty's going to be waiting for us.
And Boom Jill just got up to level 24. That's great, because it will learn Ominous Wind soon, which is a great Ghost-type move, and one that'll be useful for the next gym, which is Ghost types. And I mean, I'm so glad we picked this Pokemon up, because Morty would be so difficult without it.
All right, and here we are in front of the odd tree blocking this route. And of course, we all know this Pokemon from our playthrough of Heart Gold, which is Sudowoodo. We received some comments to use this fella, but alas, we can't right now since we have a full team.
Sudowoodo is a great Pokemon, though I think everyone will agree. I always thought it was a grass type back in the day, too. Like I'm sure everyone else thought.
Yeah, well, it's a rock type, and Croconaw here is about to end it forever. This is the only Sudowoodo you can get in the game. But Bonsly is available, so we can always evolve it into another Sudowoodo should the occasion arise.
I mean, that occasion will probably never arise to begin with, let's be honest. But anyway, now this thing has stopped blocking our path, we can carry on with our journey to the ancient Ekrutik city where our boy Ho-Oh lives. Or used to live, I guess.
It took 3 water guns to take this thing out, which is actually pretty impressive considering it's weak to water. But yeah, as Joe said, Ho-Oh lives in Ekrutik, and it actually resurrected 3 Pokemon into the legendary dogs we all know and love today.
Ho-Oh is great, but I think the Pokemon everyone loves more is Lugia, mostly because of that movie it was in with that song, man, that brought tears to my eyes.
Damn, that movie made me cry too. I love that one, although as you all can probably guess, my favorite Pokemon movie is Arceus and the Jewel of Life. It was so good to finally hear Arceus talk and go ham on everyone.
We all love that movie, and I don't even know anyone who doesn't like it. Anyway, the tree has been removed, and now let's see what this random guy here is doing in the forest.
Yo, this guy did us a solid, Joe, and we got given TM31, which is Brick Break. And this move is actually really useful because it can break a light screen or reflect, which increases the defense of all the Pokemon on the team, which uses it for like 5 turns.
Yeah, except the next gym is Ghost type, and fighting type moves like Brick Break will be useless. But anyway, this here is the last battle before we get to Ekrutik City, so let's just wrap this one up quick, Barry.
Oh boy, I have a bad feeling about this battle, boys. My bones are shaking, and whenever that happens, I know something ominous is about to happen.
Joe, we're literally battling a Gloom and a Weeping Bell, 2 dumb Pokemon, and compared to our crack team, this is going to be an absolute cakewalk for sure.
Yeah, I'm not even going to heal up here. What's the point? When Croconaw has Ice Fang, which is super effective against grass-type Pokemon like these 2 here, I might even go make a coffee whilst this battle plays out.
I mean, you got lucky that we have Ice Fang Berry. But remember that grass is super effective against water, which we have too, bro.
Yeah, he's right about that too. And look, here comes a Mega Drain, which will do a lot of damage to us and restore Gloom's health all at the same time. I think you need to send out Charmeleon at this point, Obama.
And interesting. They have a Starmie on their team as well, boys. I love that Pokemon, and people say it's a Pokemon that came from space, too.
Yeah, instead of that, how about you focus on restoring Croconaws' health, bro, and take that Gloom out before it takes our life force away from us.
And they have another great Pokemon being Cloyster. We actually used one of these in our Pokemon Black 2 randomizer Nuzlocke, which you all should check out if you haven't already.
Obama, what the hell have you just done, you monumental short-sighted banana-headed ping pong ball? You have just ruined this series now, you fool.
Oh, hang on. I thought I swapped out Croconaw, but for some reason, Spiritomb got sent out instead.
Okay, I take back everything I just said earlier about the series going well. How the actual hell do you manage to beat Whitney, but then get so cocky you lose our starter Pokemon of all things to these two fools?
Oh my God. And of course, Starmie would get a critical hit on us with that water gun. And now Togepi has just bit the dust too. This battle is just like a slap out of nowhere, holy hell.
Okay, what the fuck just happened here, boys? How have I lost 3 Pokemon in the space of like 1 minute?
You are a mystery to the world, my friend. This battle should have been such a cakewalk for you, but yet you turn it into a massacre on our behalf.
Listen, man, this wasn't my fault. How was I supposed to guess that Starmie would get a critical hit and then Cloyster using Aurora Beam on me too? Just came out of nowhere.
This was absolutely your fault, like it always is, Barry. You're just a tragic, tragic Pokemon trainer. And at this point, I don't even know why I get surprised when you mess anything up now.
Yeah, I second that. This is just getting ridiculous. And worst of all, you got Togepi taken out before we even had the chance to use the poor thing properly. And on top of that, we were supposed to use it in memory of Misty's voice actor.
Donald, you didn't even like Togepi to begin with, so why do you care so much?
Yeah, I didn't, but this Togepi had sentimental value behind it, which you've now gone and destroyed. That's why I'm upset about this situation, even if I still think Togepi's just dog shit.
Okay, well, you did end up winning this battle, but as far as the war goes, I think that's already been decided against us, Obama, my guy. This is just so sad.
All right, yeah. Looking at the team right now, all that red there isn't making me feel that good about myself, to be honest. I could do with some nice, kind words from the viewers to make me feel better about...
Yeah, good luck getting anything nice said about you from them, buddy. You absolutely don't deserve it, and now we have to add 3 more Pokemon to the graveyard.
Well, at least Bill is here to cheer up the mood of little Donald. And we can also keep remembering the fact that we're better trainers than him, too.
Yeah, honestly, I'm speechless about this situation. So, yeah, I don't know how to feel about myself anymore. This just doesn't make any sense.
The thing is, we were banking on Croconaw to learn Surf, since we will be getting that move soon. And now we're going to have to hope that we find some Water-type Pokemon that can learn it.
All right, that's a solid question for the viewers, Donald. What do we do in the situation that we don't have a Pokemon that can learn Surf, since we'll need it to get to the Whirl Islands and Chianwood City?
Well, I mean, I think I'd have to find a temporary slave Pokemon just for Surf, in the hope that we can eventually catch one later on or something, Joe.
Saving here was a bit pointless, since we have to at least get Surf from the dance theater before we end this episode, Obama. And that means another battle, so please, for the love of God, don't make this end badly.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be against a Team Rocket Grunt. So realistically, we should be able to win this battle easily. But with Obama, he could have a level 100 Arceus or Mewtwo and still mess it up.
Well, I think this is the 3rd kimono girl we've encountered now, and we still have a few more to meet for them to deem us worthy to battle Ho-Oh and Lugia. Although I am feeling quite depressed about myself now.
Yeah, I can feel it in the tone of your voice, buddy. At the end of the day, we're just messing with you and giving you a hard time. And this is also just a game, too, remember, so don't be too hard on yourself. We all make mistakes sometimes.
Well, I'm not messing with him, Donald. He's just messing every easy battle up at this point. And there isn't exactly an excuse for it, is there?
If it wasn't for your alter ego, Jizzy Joe Biden, then you'd be worse than me, bro. You started off in the beginning of this channel not even being able to say the word Pokemon properly, and now you think you're a big champion or something.
I mean, he has you there, Joe Elmau, but anyway, that's the first Pokemon down and out, and now this Grunt's last Pokemon is Golbat. And we even learned Ominous Wind, too.
Oh, and of course, this guy just wants to be difficult and use hypnosis on us. I mean, there was no reason for that to happen, and yet the Grunt used it just to waste our time.
It's fine. I bet I can one-shot this bat with confusion or something. And whilst I'm wrapping this battle up, I'll remind everyone to please hit the like and subscribe button and consider joining our channel and Patreon if you want to support us. It would make me feel better about nuking more of my Pokemon.
Obama wants the sympathy vote right now, it seems, from the viewers. So let's see how that works out for him.
He's not getting any sympathy from me, Donald, but yeah, time to wrap this episode up now, and I need like a whole bottle of tequila to myself so I can get over what I just witnessed today.
Drop me a pin of where you're going for that Joe, because I might join you in secret. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for the next episode next week.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take a step back and look at myself to find out what I'm doing wrong.
You're going to need to do a lot more than just looking at yourself, dude. Go live in a Buddhist monastery for a year or something.